So when you have to go back in and save the segment.
So I mean, so Scott came up with just trying to do some different things where he grabbed the camera and was like filming, like he was filming with the camera on camera, and then Neil said he could go ahead and like actually shoot something and frame it so in case we got anything good, he could splice it in with what we were doing, and then I think Neil Pruitt was the one that came up with it. Let's do it in black and white, and do it, with that effect that it looks like a cut of a film.
Mm-hmm. So you could trim stuff that wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, but once you got kind of a specific thing that everybody was talking about in the promo, it would just be those, those little blurps about, say maybe just it was the Horseman, and it would just be, bang bang, and everybody would one guy would just woo, and if I could cut to somebody else saying something, so it was just. I mean, you think about that, and then you think about like when we came out that it was black and white. Like they changed the television screen to black and white.
Right.
So
I've always admired Hogan, and there was a little stretch there for a while where Hogan was always talked about kind of like I guess because of the red and yellow years and the repetitive work in the ring and the promos that had become cartoonish after a while. But I was always very aware of how good of a businessman he was, number one, but number two, how he knew when he had to change. They talk in the documentary that he had resistance to turning heel because of the legacy. But then he realized he needed to do it. Second turning point, he is humble enough to go, when he's put with you and Scott, this isn't my show anymore. Best I can do here is be part of a group, part of the band, an equal part of the band. And it didn't have to be about him alone anymore. He was able to kind of settle back beside you two.
And he realized by us, like we'd throw to him and shit, like we were still featuring Hollywood Hogan. I mean, we were the NWO, but we were featuring Hollywood Hogan. Like, we didn't have a problem with that. That was cool as long as we were all doing cool shit. Like, I used to love to get fucking baked and put on my fucking NWO t-shirt and my fucking black sunglasses